Hey Killer Bees, it's Paula B from PaulaBFitness.com, and on tap today, it's day 8 of the Weight Loss for Women Over 50 series, and I've got for us a beautiful walking dynamic stretch. That means that we are all low impact cardio today, absolutely no jumping and no transitions to the ground, and no equipment needed. When you're ready for this one, I'm totally ready. Let's go! All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get moving and grooving. And that actually means that we're going to get started with a walk. You guys, today the workout is the warm-up. What we're doing today is meant to be sort of recovery, almost like an active rest day. You know, one of the questions that I get asked pretty frequently when we're talking about working out moderately every single day, it's so different from the way that we are used to thinking about working out. You know, for years, if you've been active, you've heard fitness trainers tell you, work hard and take rest days. I tell you that. That advice really applies most to somebody who is trying to make some sort of physical change, some sort of body shaping or improvement in their health or fitness in a specific way. When we're working on weight loss, we're taking things down to such a notch that every day is about the same level of energy expenditure. That's to help your body not feel the stress, not get that buildup of stress that at our age can actually lead to fat storage, but also it's hard to work out moderately like that. And I know that you have noticed it in this month. I mean, we're a week in and I know that I've already noticed it. There are times during our workouts that I have found myself giving a little bit too much. Let's go ahead and do a high march, bringing up one knee at a time, one arm at a time. Oh, feeling that stretch in your shoulders, the backs of your legs, working on the chest, feeling good. This is going to raise your heart rate. Take it at a pace that feels just right. We're not trying to go crazy with cardio today. For me personally, I'm trying to stretch out some of that strength yesterday. It's what I'm talking about. Yesterday's strength, even though it was moderate, even though I was ready for it, even though I am used to consistency, it felt like strength work does. And I wanted to make sure that we have the opportunity today to just move gently. Let's come back to walking, bringing that heart rate at a nice moderate level that feels good. You know, the fact is, working out every single day, no matter how moderately we do it, you're going to feel the cumulative effect. Some of that is mental. Some of it is, oh my gosh, I am making 20 minutes of time every single day to work out. If you are new to working out, that might be really hard. Even if you are, I'm going to say, old to working out, it might be really hard to think about working out every single day. Again, it's different than what we've been told all these years about working out hard and taking rest days. This is different work. That takes a toll on us. Let's go ahead and do some booty kickers. Oh my gosh, at a nice warm-up, gentle, active rest, moderate pace. Really what I'd like you to think about here is feeling that stretch. Oh, that glorious stretch on the fronts of your thighs. I love that feeling because honestly, I spend a lot of my day, I know I'm a fitness trainer, but I spend a lot of my day seated. And that means that my thighs and my hip flexors actually get pretty tense most days. This kind of a stretch, of course it's work for your hamstring and work for your booties, but it feels like a beautiful stretch on the front of your leg and up into your abs as well. Awesome job. And then right back to that walking motion. Making sure you're breathing and feeling good. You know, every day I would like you to have sort of an intention for your day. You should intend to work out moderately every day, but today's moderation is even a step below that. Today's focus of our workout is to recover from the work that we've already done. You don't have to take a full rest day to have a little bit of natural ebb and flow, even during the course of a consistently moderate program like we are doing. My friends, I know that some of this is confusing. I know that if weight loss is something that you are just now getting serious about for the first time and really thinking about in this way, so much of what I say can feel foreign or different or confusing. And I want you to know that you're going to figure this out. There is nothing about weight loss that is beyond you. And that's probably the most important thing that we can talk about right now. Let's go ahead and do a bit of a reach across. Oh, opening up that hip, opening up that chest, opening up those shoulders. I want you to know that even though there's a lot of information out there, even though I'm trying to give you clear information, sometimes it's still going to feel really confusing. There is nothing about weight loss that you can't do. It's going to take trial and error. The fact is, it only takes one time of being successful to be successful at it. I tried and failed at losing weight numerous times. And actually what I failed at wasn't the weight loss part. I gained and lost weight numerous times in my life. And I was pretty good at losing weight, but I was not good at keeping it off. Let's go ahead and come back to that walking. You might have trouble along any stage. I was pretty good at losing the weight, but then I would gain it back. You might be at a point where you're like, I've never lost weight. I've always either stayed the same or gained, and I've never had success at losing. Some people have success at losing really easily right away, but then kind of peter out and fizzle out, and then either stay at that weight or gain again. No matter what your journey has been in the past, I want you to know that it doesn't have to always be that way. When you're ready for success, when you are both mentally and physically putting in the work for success, it'll be different. You know, I gained and lost weight, I really should have counted this up, 4 times, probably at least 5 times, and probably even more than that if we're including pregnancy, several times in my lifetime. And none of the times that I lost weight was I really ready to stay at this weight until I was. It only takes that one time, my friend. Let's go ahead and spread your feet out nice and wide. We're just gonna march it out here, nice and wide. Really feeling that balance on your inner thigh and outer thigh. Feels like a good stretch. It's a little bit of work too. Feels like a good stretch though. Awesome job. Again, taking it whatever pace. Feels like recovery. This one starts to feel a little bit like work, a little bit quicker than some of the other ones, so I'm not going to do this for very long. My booty is letting me know that we did curtsy lunges yesterday, so I'm going to take it back to a walk. You know, that is the kind of funny thing about stretching. Even a workout like this, where the point is to do dynamic stretching, where we're moving while we're stretching, it's still work. My friends, everything is. Truly, there is nothing that you can do that is moving your body that isn't helping your body in some way, that isn't toning your body in some way, that isn't working your body in some way. You know I've talked about it a lot already, and I'm going to continue to talk about it. Finding your moderate, finding your balance is the point of our work this month. My friends, I'm curious about what you have experienced so far. So far in our journey of this week, I feel like I've been telling you a lot of things. And that is kind of how it is at the very beginning, with taking in information and trying to sort it all out and just trying to do the work and trying to get through the day to day. But I'd really love to hear from you what your experience has been so far, what kind of success you're having so far. Let's go ahead and do some welcome to my home. arms. Oh, I love this stretch so much. It's why I had to include it. We didn't do a formal warm-up today, so I wanted to make sure that this one was still in here somewhere. Stretching out your hip, stretching out your abs, opening up your chest, opening up your heart. You know, the fact is, you might, at this point, have only lost about a half a pound. And I know how hard that is. It is probably arguably the most difficult thing about weight loss. The fact is, you're 100% capable of eating the right number of calories. You're 100% capable of drinking your water. You're 100% capable of doing the exercise part. But man, being patient when the scale doesn't move very fast, that's brutal. That is, for me, absolutely the hardest part about weight loss. It's the thing that I think most of us struggle with. You know, you've been so good doing all the work, and the scale, it just takes its time. And my friends, I want you to know, let's go ahead and come back to walking. I want you to know that that is part of the work that we have to do while we're losing weight. Part of the mental work, not just being patient, but truly learning that your body is on its own time clock. Your body is going to lose weight when it loses weight. It's going to lose weight from wherever it wants to, and it's almost never where you want to lose weight from right away. For me, personally, I always gain from the bottom up, and I lose from the top down. It's just the way my body seems to work. You might find that there's a part of your body that you wish you could lose from, but it comes from somewhere else. What I'm going to encourage you to do, rather than fret or fuss about where the weight's coming from or how slow it is coming off, what I'd like you to do is focus on what a great job you're doing. The work that you can do is the eating. It's the consistency. It's making sure that you're getting enough sleep. It's making sure that you're drinking water. It's making sure that you're exercising moderately. It's making sure that you're being patient with yourself and speaking kindly to yourself. That's the work that you can do. Your body is going to do its own work on its own time. And accepting that is part of this weight loss journey. Accepting your body for what it is and how it works is some of the most important work that you will ever do in your life. My friend, let's go ahead and do something that I call forward hinge arm flappers. We're going to have our feet about hip width apart. We're going to put our hands up overhead. We're going to curl down, give yourself a hug, and then curl up. I frequently do this as a cardio move, much faster than this. But today, it's just supposed to feel like a really nice stretch in your shoulders, a stretch on your back, a stretch on your hamstrings and into your booty. Awesome job. That hug in the middle, the most important part of this exercise. The reason we do the cool down that we do every single day, giving yourself a hug. My friend, my wish for you, honestly, even more so than losing weight. I know we talk about losing weight. This is a weight loss series. But my wish for you is to work on loving yourself at any weight. The fact is that losing weight isn't going to change how you feel about yourself. You are not magically going to be any less self-critical just because you're thinner. The only thing that has changed my self-criticism is practicing speaking nicely to myself. I've been a nice, healthy weight for 13 years and still found plenty of faults in my body. Let's go ahead and come back to that walking motion. Oh my gosh. Whew, that one felt really good on my lower back. The thing that will change how you feel about your body is how you think about your body. Your body is always your body, no matter what size it is, no matter what shape it is, no matter how squishy it is, no matter how firm it is, no matter how fluffy it is, no matter what it weighs, no matter how tall you are, no matter any of those things. Your body is a walking, talking miracle. And learning to appreciate that without being critical is not an entirely separate process from losing weight, but it is its own thing. Speaking kindly to yourself takes practice. It's something that you're going to need to literally think about and set aside time for and work on, the same way that we're working on our physical body with exercise. When it beeps again. There's no beeping today. I'm looking at my thing, thinking my whiteboard here, trying to decide what we're doing next, and that came out of my mouth before I even thought about what we were doing today. My friends, that was muscle memory at work, or brain memory at work. We're gonna do a calf stretch next. Stretching that foot back behind you, trying to get the heel on the ground. Not spending too much time in the stretch, but just enough to feel it. This is a big, big step back. It's almost a lunge. I know, you feel the work while we're doing the stretch. There's always work to be had. Oh my goodness, but this stretch feels amazing. Trying to get that heel on the ground. I can't. My calves are usually pretty tight, but you might be able to. The point is to try to get to that point where you can feel the stretch. Whenever you feel the stretch is where the stretch is. Just like all of the other exercises that we do that I tell you, when you can feel it, you're getting your best workout. Stretching is the same way. You might be significantly more flexible than me. You might be significantly less flexible than me. No matter what you're doing, when you feel the stretch, you have found the perfect place to be. Excellent job. Let's come on back to that walking, because there's no beeping waiting for us. Oh my gosh, my friends. You know what? Here, this is a fine illustration of my point about loving yourself. I feel a little bit embarrassed that I just made that mistake, but I'm gonna leave it in. I leave in all of my mistakes. My YouTube journey has actually been a big part of my self-love journey. I have left in every mistake I've ever made because I'm not perfect. And the fact is, I feel that being imperfect in a world where Pinterest exists and Instagram exists and Facebook exists and social media exists and we're all trying to be so perfect, I feel like it's important for you to see that I make mistakes and I love myself anyway. I don't have to be perfect to be good enough. My friends, let's go ahead and do an overhead side stretch. Reaching up overhead while bending just slightly to the side, wherever it feels like a stretch and doesn't feel too much like work. Now, of course, I'm going to tell you to keep your core in nice and tight and have your knees soft but strong. This is a side bend. This is the same motion, oh my gosh, that we've done a couple of times in a couple of different ways the last several days. Let it feel like a stretch without feeling like too much. Let yourself feel like enough. Excellent job. I am going to start grunting though, because this is just enough work with this stretch. Awesome job. Let's go ahead and come back to walking. You know, even on recovery day like this, even on an active rest day, an extra moderate day, whatever you want to call today's workout, I still have a finisher for us. I know, right? But I do. It's what I do. Our last stretch is the most difficult stretch for me. This might actually be something that's super easy for you. It totally depends on where you're flexible and where you're not. This one happens to hit all of my buttons. We're going to work a little bit on balance and a lot on opening up our hips. This is the direction in which I am hands down the least flexible. And that's really saying something for me because I'm not super flexible. We're going to stand on one foot and open our knee out. Now here's the trick on this one. Well, there's a couple of tricks. Number one is not falling over because this is balance work. But the other part of the trick on this one is not swinging your leg open with the hip. What you can do in that instance is accidentally torque that knee of the standing leg. You do not want the standing leg to be twisting at all. All of this work, all of this stretch is coming from right here in your middle. Again, you might be incredibly flexible through your hips. I am absolutely not. I'm pretty strong. I'm doing okay on this balance. Haven't fallen just yet, and I probably will at some point. And I'm going to leave that one in too if I do. My friends, love your body for what it can do. Love your body for its limitations. Just love your body. And I'm going to end it on that. That's all I have to say about that. My friends, we're going to do a little bit, oh my gosh, of cooling down with some side tappers. My heart rate did not come up super high, but it did come up. But I also want to finish by telling you the things that I tell you at the end of every workout. Up here on the screen, I am going to have an actual cool down for you if you would like to do a little bit more static stretching rather than all this dynamic stretching. I know lots of you enjoy that, and I want to make sure that it's always available to you. On the other side of the screen, there's going to be the playlist of all of the workouts from this month. So far, there's only 7 other ones besides today, but by the end of the month, they will all be in there for you to revisit and redo at your leisure. On the bottom of the screen is the letter P. That's an invitation to come over to Patreon, where a monthly pledge from you helps me make free workouts for all of us. And of course, there's a picture of me, which is a subscribe button. Make sure that you click that and the bell notification so YouTube will let you know every time I upload a new workout, which this month is every single day. My friends, thank you so much for working out with me today. Make sure you click the subscribe button and the bell, and I'll see you tomorrow.